Hello everybody, I'm Austin Scott, field agronomist for the Southern Territory. I'm sitting here in Effingham, Illinois today at our virtual herbicide field day. We really hate that you couldn't be here in person, but we've got a lot of great data to present to you, and we think it's valuable enough, we're going to get it to you virtually. All right, I'm standing in front of the Dicamba in the pre-plot. All right, so we're looking at different pre-emerge herbicides because remember, the power is in the pre here. So we're standing in front of several plots here that look at utilizing Dicamba as a pre, and then some that look at utilizing other residuals as a pre. What I want to show you to start with, though, is the plot right here behind me. All right, the weed pressure we're dealing with is significant. All right, a lot of you that are watching this video are watching because you have major weed problems. I want to showcase what we're dealing with here so that when we start giving you some ratings, giving you some control recommendations, you know exactly what we're dealing with, and it's very comparable to your fields. There's lots of water hemp, there's lots of fall panicum, there's lots of those other just trash weeds like carpet weed that blend into it also. So the plot I'm standing in right here is showcasing what it looks like if you just sprayed Dicamba as the burn down, right behind the planter, looking at it from a soil activity point of view. All right, so as a weed scientist, I've looked at Dicamba in the past and thought, well, does it really have soil activity? Does it have soil residual? I hear it marketed that way sometimes, but this plot actually proves something to me. We do get some soil activity from Dicamba alone, and that's really powerful when we're building that foundational approach. All right, so the plot I've got behind me right here is 12.8 ounces of Ingenia with Roundup Power Max, followed by Roundup Power Max and Warrant Post. All right, there is another point that I want to highlight in front of this plot, though. As you can see, there are several weeds that have broke through. All right, we have soil activity from Dicamba, from that Ingenia that's in this plot, but it's not enough to get us to that post pass. All right, so we're going to really focus on getting back on that field and spraying it 21 to 24 days later. If you're spraying bare dirt, you're doing it right. The best way to kill a weed is to never let it emerge. All right, what we've got right here is some soil activity from that Dicamba, but not enough to get us to our post pass. The Roundup and Warrant that went out was not able to control the water hemp that had already come up. We've got a lot of glyphosate resistant water hemp here. All right, and in this situation, we've got no rescue treatment. So what we're looking at is a lot of water hemp that came through before our post-emerge was applied and before that warrant could get activated. As we start looking at a few of these other plots, though, we look at what Zidua does by itself in front of a planter. So we think of Dicamba as soil activity. We think of Zidua as soil residual. Okay, one effective site there, but it's still a residual. All right, if we can time that pass, that post pass at that 21 to 24 day mark, then that Zidua will typically hold you. Remember, it's only one effective site, so it's not the best foundational approach. The next plot here is Authority Supreme. So it's looking at Zidua and sulfentrazone and the Authority component. All right, we've got two effective sites there. Remember, what we're trying to do here is highlight the ability to get to our post pass and lay that second residual across it. So Ingenia by itself did not make it there. It was impressive, but did not make it there. The Zidua by itself, it actually did make it there this year. There's a few breaks, but not nearly what we're looking at right here. The Authority Supreme, with two effective sites of action up front, definitely got us to our post pass. It got us where we want to be. It is acceptable. So keep in mind, when you're applying these products pre-emerge, the Dicamba and the pre can give you some activity, but not enough to get you to your post pass. Remember, the power is in the pre, and we've got to have effective modes, effective sites up front to get us to our overland residual. Thank you so much for tuning in.